Hello and welcome to the Fishing Guide Podcast. I'm pretty excited. What can I say? We have the Arkansas Bass Fishing Team in the house. Now we've had the guys in before, but this time we have new members that have showed up, haven't been on the show, so they're going to have to introduce themselves and what their position is in the thing. And you never know what we're going to talk about, but we're going to find out what their favorite lures are, and we're going to find out what the biggest bass is they caught during the tournament. But let's start with you. Give you an opportunity to tell your name and tell them what your position is in the club.
Yes, sir. So my name's Collier DeClerc, and I am the sponsorship director for the club for this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Kane Rudzinski, and I'm the vice president.
All right.
I'm Mason Suderman, and I'm the tournament director.
All right, so that's good. So let's just talk about fishing. So you guys have tournaments, because a lot of people don't understand. You guys have tournaments. Tell them about your tournaments. I guess tournament director.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty standard. We've been doing the new Arkansas Fishing Team Tournament Series this year, where we're trying to get strictly our club members to compete against each other, kind of bring us all closer, form more of a team for when we do go out to the bigger like AFCO tournament on Dardanelle here in October. We want to establish that family, that team. So we've been fishing these tournaments as a team together on Beaver Lake, lakes located around NWA that area.
Yeah.
Right.
But pretty standard tournaments, like early morning takeoff, 7 hours, come back, weigh in, have a good time after the fact, hang out as a team. Just as competitive as any other tournament there would be.
Yeah.
Everyone gets into it. We got a trophy for the winner. It's legit. It's fun.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's pretty neat. So you go out and you fish for 8 hours. Have you won any of the tournaments?
I have not won on the club.
Spot.
No.
Has the tournament director won?
Yeah, he
Yes,
won.
sir. He won last season.
Yeah.
Same with this guy. Kane's the only one who hasn't won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
all right.
I always have like
put
boat
you on the
troubles,
spot.
or I'm always like not there.
Let's talk about boats. How do people have boats? I mean, you're living at the university and going to the campus, and there's no parking on campus. So I can't imagine there's really a place to pull your boat and park.
It's tough. It's really tough. I have a storage unit in Rogers, just off Beaver Lake, but that's as close as I've found that's affordable for a college student.
Right.
But most people, they have boats that they can't bring. So we, have the people that have boats and places to keep their boats reach out to those folks who don't have boats or can't get their boats in to fish with them.
Yeah.
So you have an angler and then like say a co-angler or the person. Is that how you set it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, for like MLF and Bassmaster, you have to have an angler and a co-angler. But for little derbies we do on Beaver Lake and around here, you can take out as many people as you want. It's like a practice.
Right.
All sports have practice, so we use those as like our time to get out there and, try new things and get competitive, because it's interesting. You have so many people that go to University of Arkansas that love to fish.
Right.
But none of them have like even been in a bass boat or have tournament fish before.
Right.
And so it's like, hey, we have this derby. Come see if you like it. It's free.
Right.
And if you like that, maybe we can put you in a boat during like an MLF or an AFCO tournament. And if you like it, maybe spark something there. So that's kind of the purpose, is just to farm new talent and, like you said, build a family.
Right. So how many people are in your club?
I think we have about 50 very serious members. We've actually had to go through, we've had a lot of past members and new people coming in, so we're working the details out right now. But one of the biggest problems kind of with that is that we have very limited boaters and so many people who want to go out and fish. So we're actually really excited because this new class that's coming up, we've actually had about 6 to 7 more boats jump in. So that's a big deal for us to be able to get teams to tournaments and get points for the teams that go to these larger AFCO or collegiate series tournaments that MLF or BASS hosts.
Right.
So that's just really big for us to be able to get people out on the water who want to fish and who are putting in the time in the club too.
And you guys had like a membership drive at the start of the school year, did you not?
Yeah, at Hillfest.
Yeah, Hillfest.
Yep. So, but if they were say if they're at the University of Arkansas, they could contact one of you guys
Totally.
or any member, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely on the Instagram page. Just go there
Okay.
and you can DM us, and you can get put right into the club. But yeah, we had people all the way through the year. It's not like it's cut off at a certain time period. A lot of people ask, like, they see a shirt that we wear with like the
Right.
club, and they're like, "Hey, how do we get in that?" And it's like,
I know I was disappointed you guys didn't bring your shirts.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Have like
Hey.
like Razorback
I'll
hats.
represent it a little bit.
There you
I
go.
did a little turnaround.
Okay, turn. But you got to go low enough so they can
Oh,
they
yeah.
can see you on the film. There we go.
That's it.
So you brought your shirt. So I brought my hat.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there you go.
this is my hat.
Hey.
So this is the hat I had on when Dustin Cannell and I did our photo
really?
shoot after he won. Only need one hat. So that's my
That's
hat.
amazing.
So it's really hard to wear going down the lake. That's
Oh,
the
I'm sure
biggest
it
thing
is.
I
Oh,
found. But my grandkids love my big
yeah,
hat.
with like a
And
Joey
so
Cifuentes.
Yeah.
you know the funny thing about that hat is I was at Redcrest doing media work, and so we're doing media work, and I go over, and Jared Linder's over there, the milkman, sorry, and he's doing stuff, and I go, I need that hat, and he says, I can get you that hat, and so in the end, I end up with a hat. Probably had to barter something like my soul to get it. But anyway, I get it. So then when I walk in the media room, I had hit it. And then when Dustin came in and he won and everyone was doing this thing, I put my hat on to ask my question. And I said, this is Big Hat Media. I got a question. And so anyway, I did get my picture. That's my screensaver. But what's probably the biggest moment you remember? What's the most memorable moment that you remember in fishing?
In fishing.
In fishing.
In my whole
In
fishing.
your whole life. In your life, was it your dad taking you out fishing, or was there a special time?
I think the most special memory for me is it was one of my first tournaments that I ever fished. I think it was like my freshman year of high school.
Right.
And we were fishing early spring. I think it was early March. The water, it was Perry Lake in Kansas. I'm from Kansas City.
Okay.
The water was like 20 feet high. It was cold. The fishing was terrible. We went out and practiced, didn't catch a jack. Like, it was really bad. Come tournament day, boat didn't work. We're like, oh man, this stinks. The motor's not turning over, whatever. Let's just use the trolling motor to troll around in the launch cove. Mind you, fast forward all day, there were two teams that caught fish all day. My team, or myself, and one other team. I ended up catching, in the first 20 minutes, I caught a 5.56 pound smallmouth, which, mind you, is
smallmouth.
the lake record there at Perry Lake, which is pretty cool. And then a 3-pounder after that. 7 hours go by, not a bite, nothing. It's terrible. I'm getting down on myself. I'm like, screw it. I have this 3-inch long rooster tail.
Right.
I'm just going to like, why not? Why not?
Right.
I've tried everything, right? 2 3-pounders.
Wow.
With the last 20 minutes. We go in, weigh in. I think we had like 13.5 pounds for 4 fish. Won the tournament. Got to go to state my freshman year. It was awesome.
Wow.
So that's probably my core memory. Got me really into tournament fishing.
That takes us up to you. Of course, you've had a little time to think about it. He didn't have no time. He's just like, how about you?
I would say, like, you mentioned like your dad taking you out, and I went fishing with my dad all the time. But one thing I think about all the time is whenever it was summertime and I was doing nothing, and I didn't really live close to too many ponds, I'd ask my mom, be like, "Hey, could you take me to some place to fish?" And she would drive out, find a spot, and she would park the car for like 5 hours and sit there while I fished. And so I really think about that. I'm like, that's what parents do. They sacrifice a lot for kids, and, it nurtured my love for fishing, essentially, right? Because, a lot of kids, they could have sat at home and played video games, but she wanted me to be outside. So
that's pretty cool. And
it's actually funny. One memory that sticks out to me, Kane was in on it. We were fishing.
This can't be good.
we were fishing a tournament last year. Was it in March or February or something?
That was like in March. That was
I think it was in March. Yeah. Really cold tournament. We're driving down from Prairie Creek to Rocky Branch, and all of a sudden the boat just stops, and he goes, "Oh, I forgot to put oil in my 2-stroke." And we're like, oh my goodness. So we're just trolling around kind of that main lake point out past Rocky Branch. And we start seeing some fish schooling. And I cast out a Demiki rig. And something comes up and eats it and just starts peeling drag. And I fought it for about 30 minutes or so, and we eventually caught a 36-pound striper on 6-pound line.
Oh, wow.
It was the craziest thing ever.
When we got that fish in the boat, I think people down in Blue Springs could hear us.
Oh my
We were
goodness!
screaming, and
I think I have a picture if I want to show you real quick.
it's
It's
such a
crazy.
360 moment from like no motor,
Right.
and then we're just doing nothing, and then boom, 36-pound striper.
Is your weigh-ins for the tournaments a 5-fish weigh-in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So it's just like everyone,
Yeah.
live fish. You haven't gone
Exactly.
to weigh them and release? You know,
No.
like a major league fishing.
We haven't
type
done
thing?
that.
You haven't
No.
done that yet?
I feel like we
Yeah.
don't have the
Yeah.
really capability to keep track of all that.
Right.
Yeah,
That would be difficult.
the club went through like a little. You can probably track it. You know, like 3 years ago, a lot of people were showing up on your show, and then it kind of stopped.
Yep.
And even like 2 years ago, my freshman year. So now we're like in this rebuild phase, and we got some cool stuff. Like we're trying to expand that club series into like maybe do a rivalry with like Murray State or something.
Uh-huh.
Or we were talking to Arkansas Tech.
Mhm.
They'd come
Right.
up here, and we'd have like an Arkansas battle.
Right.
So stuff like that, you know, mess around with stuff like that. But
Oh, that's a good idea to have an interstate, the in-state battle.
Yeah.
And see, because you could run down to the Arkansas River and do one there, and
Yeah.
then you turn around, come back, and come up here in your own home lake.
for
And
bragging rights too, you know.
that's right. That's right. I have 910 waypoints on my graph. I sold my graph the other day. Pretty happy about that. So
Really?
it had 910 waypoints. So the guy came, bought it. Before I sold it, I said, would you like the waypoints? He said, yeah, I'd love your waypoints. I said, $1 a piece, you can have them.
Oh.
Wow.
And he was like, oh, all right. Well, how many waypoints? I said 910. He said, I don't need them that bad.
I would have paid. That's
I
probably
would have paid for sure.
How
Good
about
information.
Live Scope? We'll start with you. Live Scope, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm on the trend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And?
Yeah, I love Live Scope.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship for live scope. I love
Yeah.
it because I can catch a lot more fish with it, but I miss old school fishing a lot, and it
Mhm.
Right.
kind of bums me out a lot of these tournaments when it's like I just want to get down and throw a jig, but it's not going to win the tournament like
Yeah.
a Demiki would.
Right.
So it's kind of, I don't know, it's not the fishing that I fell in love with, and that's what's kind of a bummer to me
Interesting.
Right.
around live scope. But
So-
I do love it.
Yeah, you might have a non-Live Scope tournament, huh?
That's a good idea.
With your
We could do
club.
that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Or have it
Yeah.
half a day, and then half a day you can use it. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't have to lock it up. You just go in an honor system,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yep.
So
That's a good
It's like
idea.
your old videos. I watched one, and you were talking. It was right when Live Scope was kind of becoming a thing where everyone in high school or college anglers had it, and you were like, well, you even asked the team, and like one person had it, and then
Right.
it was like, how do you think it's going to change? Do you think they're going to ban it? And you guys predicted everything. You know, it was super interesting. It was, one thing you guys said was it's just going to get better and better and better, and people are
Right.
going to get better and better at using it because people adapt. And another one you said is it will probably have to be limited, and you're seeing that now, at
right,
least on the circuit, the major circuits.
which is good. Like as I teach my grandkids how to fish, I teach them how to fish with it, and I teach them how to fish without it. And you talked about a shaky head being like one of your favorite lures, and,
Yeah.
and that is like Beaver Lake is home of shaky head. Before Live Scope, everyone was throwing that or a Nico rig out here in David Dudley, or any of those. That's what they came and that's what they fished here. They get their 5-fish limit, and then they go either run up the river or they'd, go up towards try to catch a smallmouth, or back then probably not a smallmouth, but a big largemouth up
Yeah.
Yeah.
somewhere. And so, shaky head, tell us about your shaky head, because that's your favorite lure.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Right.
It's just so consistent. I feel like bass love it pretty much
Right.
everywhere. In Kansas, I'm fishing mostly for smallmouth, so
Right.
shaky head, tubes.
What tell us your shaky head setup? You can drop some names here, like Zoom or whatever you use.
Yeah, I'm
for
a
plastic.
huge trick worm guy.
Okay.
Giant trick worm guy. I like the little, are they 4-inch ones?
Like the
finesse
Magnum
ones.
finesse ones.
Yeah,
Or, yeah.
the smaller ones.
Yeah.
I've caught the most big fish on that compared to the normal
Super Salt
7-inch
Plus.
ones. Yeah,
All right.
I'm a huge fan. Just green pumpkin, red flake is my deal.
What rod do you use?
Dobbins.
Like power.
Medium heavy.
Medium heavy.
Yes.
Yep.
Medium
So
heavy.
I
A little more backbone.
He's
but
throw. I
gives you
don't
that.
throw him anymore. Really.
What about that red bug, shaky head? In the
Red
summertime.
oh yeah, he's
my
not going to
goodness.
give out the hot spot.
Dude, come
I
on.
You're
can't
not
be talking
giving-
about that on this. I can't.
Oh, wait,
We'll just
sorry.
cut that part out. If
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no
Yeah.
sound, it's because he's ripped off the soundboard.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow, that's kind of a secret. You just threw him out like under
Oh,
the
it-
bus.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
Like,
I
We have
didn't
to-
know too. I thought that was like a staple, you know.
Well, tell the world.
the red bug shaky head. That's the only thing I'll pick up in the summertime out here. Really,
right?
I love it.
There
So
you go.
good, so good.
Interesting.
So you guys have traveled to and fished the AFCO. What have you guys fished?
We fished. I know the AFTCO one on Dardanelle in October.
Uh-huh.
Every year is the most consistent one, just because that's the double points tournament that they host every year, and they just always have it at Dardanelle. We
Okay.
fished a couple of. They'll have like the state run tournaments. So Arkansas, they'll usually have another one on Dardanelle. And then like Murray State over in Oklahoma, they'll host one on Grand Lake. I know was one that we went to last year. And I went to one in Lake Texoma by myself.
Yeah.
That was a long
Right.
drive. But it's just mostly the Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas lakes are the ones we try and hit, because it takes a lot to, take off school a little bit to go practice and then
Right.
drive all the way and lug a boat down to wherever you're going. And then on top of that, have to manage time coming back too. So it's just really tough with the schedule. So we're kind of limited on the number of like official tournaments we can go fish, which is why
Right.
we do the Arkansas Club Series, to try and
Uh-huh.
get our members involved and just get us out on the
Gotcha.
water as much as we can.
Yeah, and down over in Oklahoma, Robanus kid is now
Mhm.
fishing for
I
them.
know, yeah.
So, and he was just on the show. He's on the show during Red Crest. Fred,
He's gonna be good.
yeah, he is good. But so tell us about missing school. So you missed some school. How do you make up for that?
Ooh.
I mean, it's
Harder the next
acceptable.
week.
It's acceptable though, right?
Yeah.
Like if you tell the professor,
So typically, through the club sports, they'll give us an excused kind of absence, but
right?
it's up to the professor's discretion if like they want to actually allow us to skip class. Most are very lenient and are like, okay, well,
Right.
we recognize this as like a club sport. We're gonna let you go compete. But really, it's just about like, we kind of have to hold ourselves to a high academic standard too to perform in the classroom, so the teachers can give us the benefit of the doubt to like, oh, I know they're going to come back and work harder this next week if they miss an assignment, or
Right.
they'll get it done when they're on their trip. So we value stuff like that too, not just fishing skills.
All right.
It's important for us as well.
What's your major going to be? Do you know?
I'm doing finance and accounting right
Okay.
now. So,
All right.
you know,
Not going to change your mind? What year are you in?
I'm a sophomore this
Okay,
year, so
sophomore.
there's room to change my mind. It changed since last year, so
Okay.
who says it won't change again?
What direction are you headed?
I'm studying civil engineering.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm a senior.
great. I'm working on my shop out there, so
Yeah,
I
you
need a
to do
little.
some
I need to come
AutoCAD for you.
actually hands-on
Yeah.
work.
There you
No,
go. Yeah.
so that's what you're going for. What year are you in?
I'm a senior.
Oh, a senior. Yeah, you're already
Too far.
4
gone.
year.
Yeah, it's
4
4
years.
degree.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I'm also a senior. Agricultural systems is my major.
okay, what happens with
business
that? What does
minor.
that mean? Ag business.
Ag business. That's just kind of like business. It's centered around agriculture is kind of how we're learning it. But
Uh-huh.
just basically normal business. I'm not too involved in that. Was one class away from getting that as a minor. So I was like, screw it. Let's just add this and get the minor. But ag systems, I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I know agriculture is not going away. And so
Yeah.
that's why I went into college, animal science going into animal science. Because
Right.
I thought I wanted to be a vet. I figured out I didn't want to be a vet because parasites. Long story short, we had a guest speaker come and talk to us about parasites, and it scared the crap out of me. So I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. So I switched it to ag systems, and it's just kind of the ins and outs of agriculture, essentially.
Right. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about sponsorship. So, if someone's interested in sponsoring the club, where do they go? Where do they start? Who do they contact?
Yeah.
You.
So the two best places they can go to are we have a website called HogSync.
Okay.
That's HOGSYNC, and you can go on there and search up our club, and there should be information about how you can either donate or get in contact with us. But we're even more active on our social media as well. So
Okay.
if someone wants to just message us on Instagram or any of our platforms that we have,
Facebook.
yeah, Facebook as well, we reach out very quickly to get in contact with those people, and we talk to a bunch of different people. And I guess jumping on sponsorship stuff, we're kind of in this big breakthrough deal right now. We just recently announced we're partnering with Yodi up in Siloam Springs. They're a bait shop. And we're really wanting to help promote them and them promote us in the same way. And it's going to be a really big partnership, and looking into some JDM brands and stuff like that are going to, we think, really going to help and boost the team this
Yeah.
next year.
Super
Yeah.
excited for what that's going to do to the community. And,
Right.
you know,
And
It's gonna be
they
pretty
actually have a great selection of lures.
Mhm.
They have some of
Yeah.
the best, I think, mega bass. They
Yeah.
have of the jerk baits. They
Yeah.
probably have the best selection in Northwest Arkansas. Not to throw a plug out there, but I happen to know they do.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's a great
Yode's
tackle
awesome.
company.
Yeah.
And we talked with Bryce. He's up there, and basically talked about how fishing as a whole in the college realm is so misrepresented.
right,
So people are getting sponsored by these big names, but you look in their tackle box and what are they throwing? You know, it's these
Right.
imported JDM lures. So
Uh-huh.
we're trying to really kind of connect with something that we believe in and push that. So we will make videos on the water. You know, this is what we're catching them on. We're not lying.
right.
Just something interesting that we kind of got going on. And
Anything else you have on sponsorship?
Yeah, I'll add something.
Okay.
It's not totally directed only towards fishing.
Yes.
Either. Like
Yeah.
we're more than happy to work with anybody. Like
All right.
we'll get random sponsors. We're talking to people at Seven Brew right now. Like
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. Like
Like
That'd be
I talked to Jack Link's person today as well. We're just and those are the sponsors that really help us do what we do.
The non-endemic.
Yes, because a lot of the tackle companies, they can offer us discounts or baits and product
Right.
to use, but a lot of the other local companies that help support us, it really helps with like gas funds, so we can
Right.
actually go and travel. And it helps with just paying for expenses, like if we're need to book out a hotel or an Airbnb or something where we're staying. And those are the big expenses that like you don't think about until you get to the point where, oh, we actually have to spend this when we go to travel
Right.
at these
Yeah.
areas. So those brands really help us out a lot whenever they sponsor us.
All right, talking about sponsors, let's talk about our sponsors for our show, Pico Lures. Pico Lures, of course, has a complete line of hard and soft baits. Anything you're trying to catch on Beaver Lake, it can catch. All game fish, you name it, it can catch it. So we would highlight the crankbaits, but I tell you what, they talked about the shaky head. They actually have some bass jig heads, and one of them is called the Brad head, which is named after me, after the shape of my head, and it has no hair, just like me, and also like that's real good for like Ned rigs. But you can check them out at picolures.com. Also, B&M Poles. B&M Poles has a complete line of rods for crappie fishing. They even have a trout fishing rod, but they have a bunch of cat fishing rods. If you haven't checked them out, you need to make sure you check them out because they definitely have it. And during the winter, crappie fishing is great, so you're going to want to catch them as you're live scoping. You can check them out at bnmpoles.com. Tell us, who wants to tell? If they want to find out more about your club, tell them one more time. Where do they go?
So if you want to figure out and learn more about the Arkansas Bass Fishing Club and team, go to HogSync online, and you can search the Bass Fishing Club on there and find out all the information you need, or reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook, and we're going to be more than happy to get back in contact with you.
at Arkansas Fishing.
Yep, UARK Fishing.
There you go. There you have it. Like I always like to end the show, make sure you keep your hook sharp and your lures in the water.